Hi, kings and queens. Ray here, master weaver of mystery suspense thriller, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me this beautiful Sunday, checking this video out. I know that your time is valuable, therefore I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges. Take advantage of its opportunities and even look forward to its blessings. Now, this is a weekly video that ranges from the 18th today until Saturday the 24th. It's a weekly collective update. So if you're looking for this video, you can always find it on my website at eraybooks.com, where the newsletter link is. In addition to that, it will be on my YouTube channel at Enchantress Press Astrology. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. It does help a lot. The dates and the degrees are noted in the newsletter, so use those to your advantage. If you know that you have placements within 3 degrees of the degree that I mentioned, then you know that you will feel these energies heavier than anyone else. So knowing your chart is certainly a boon. I would say it's essential. But if you'd like a reading or a chart done, I am available. So please give me a shout out. My prices are in the newsletter, or give me a shout. Just hit me up in my inbox or something like that, and I can take care of that for you. I implore you to dive in to the monthly newsletter. Also, to check out Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight Author of the Month, our star player, who happens to be author, screenwriter, literary influencer, and podcaster, LaJill Hunt. She's podcasting every morning, Monday through Friday, on the Intentional Life Morning Show on Clubhouse from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day, and that's Monday through Friday. Now, LaJill's newest novel, her latest creation, is also available. It's called Large and in Charge. I implore you to dive in and take a look. Don't forget to read and review. As you know, it is the bookish thing to do. If you want to see the synopsis or anything like that, you can always just check out my my book page, Ray, and you can find those synopsis and short snippets for Large and in Charge there. Now, speaking of Clubhouse and readings, I will be doing a free readings according to tarot and astrology on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse. I will put an update on the page on that day, but come on over, guys, and check out what I can do. I'll be giving free readings and things like that. Now, in addition to that, even though it is not this week, technically it's next Sunday, on the 25th, Diane Rambert will be doing her book discussion for the month, okay? And this month, Diamond's World is diving into Just As I Am by the late Cicely Tyson. And that will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on April the 25th, okay? Now, let me show you my my sweater. Now, speaking of Diane, I received this sweater. I purchased this sweater from Diamond's Boutique. It's for the book The View by Untamed, one of my favorite books by an author I happen to adore. I implore you to dive into The View and check out why I love this book so much, okay? All right, I had to show you guys that. I'm pretty excited about my hoodie that I'll be wearing out today. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. I want you guys to remember that we're under the energies still of the new moon. And along with the new moon, we're going to go over the major transits that will be taking place and how it will affect your sign. Okay, we're right up on the back of the full moon too, so we're actually affected by those energy as well when things are coming to a culmination and things like that. So currently the sun is at 28 degrees Aries and is stationed with Mercury and Chiron, even Ceres. Healing and nurturing conversations is the focus, okay, this week. And the moon is in Cancer, so your emotions, especially in home and family, are squaring communication. Okay, you may have said something regarding love or money that put somebody, that made somebody pretty butthurt. Take this opportunity this week to clear things up because communication is squaring the transformation that you're attempting to make. Luckily, Venus is conjunct Mercury, ushering in goodness to be had, okay? Even so, sudden changes to your foundation can occur this week due to a Saturn-Uranus square. These restrictions and responsibilities can catch you off guard, okay? On another note, those that are helpful and able to work on their own can see themselves overcoming challenges and seeing notoriety with success this week, okay? If you are signing any contracts, make sure you read the fine print. You know, you don't want to get into trouble for breaching contract, especially if you're a person who's just now getting into your field or just now starting to sign contracts and get deals, you know, of that nature. You want to check to make sure that you can adhere to everything in the contract because you don't want to breach it. You want to know what's expected of you, okay? Now, without any further ado, let's get into our signs, okay? And we're going to start with Aries. Now, let me get my pencil so I can write down the time. Okay, so Aries, sun, moon, or rising. April 19th, today, the sun and Mercury, the planet of skills and communication, it enters Taurus at 0 degree, okay? So the sun comes here today and Mercury. Okay, communication and skills. If you choose to argue or take up arms, especially on today, expect to get it back in spades, okay? Communication can get rocky, and this could be visible for others to see with the sun coupled here as well, okay? This is about personal finances for you, Aries, okay? And this could have even happened last night. This is about personal finances for you, Aries. Luckily for you, Venus is still here until May the 8th. And actually, that's on the 19th, okay? So that's tomorrow. But you still may have had this trouble today, like today. You might have it today. I mean, I just have to put that out there. But anyway, this is about personal finances for you, Aries. Luckily for you, Venus is still here, okay, until May 8th. Therefore, you have the last 12 days of the sun in Taurus without the goodness of Venus, okay? So remember that, without the planet of romance, finances, and abundance. Just a little extra tidbit for you to consider. So anyway, let's talk about the focus, your skills and communication while the transit is in your sector of personal finances and resources. Surprising communication could come in that you have to pay out money due to romantic endeavors, a lover, a child, or a creative endeavor. A child may need a loan. Friends and goals is also an area that could have you digging into your pockets. Surprising but good communication could come in as to your health, your skills, your career, and this all will be a focus for you with the sun there, okay? As far as opportunities and assistance communicated your way, those are coming from home and family. Now, not with the sun there, but with the sun aspecting it is what I meant to say. I want to make sure I use the right terms, you know, within astrology. Now, anyway, as far as the opportunities and assistance communicated your way, those are coming from home and family. The assistance and opportunities could be private or secrets that come your way, okay, that benefit you, that offer you help on the low. Or they could involve a sacrifice that you have to make. Okay, but yet and still the opportunities are there, and you also have opportunities to gain closure with that assistance that's coming to you. Now on April the 20th, Vesta goes direct at 6 degrees Virgo. Vesta is about your devotion to things. So you don't want to fall prey to exaggerated flattery. Also be aware of someone causing problems in your relationships, love, or business just because they feel like they can. Now, this is your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Someone at work may be more trouble than they're worth. Make sure your ducks stay in line. Someone could be nitpicking you or criticizing you, okay? Someone at a distance from you could be mucking things up, and the point of attack is your education, your skills, what you think, what you preach. Now, because travel is expected, in short and long distances, you may want to check your maintenance on your vehicles. If something is breaking down, get it fixed now. No rush driving as well, okay? All travel arrangements should be checked before you leave, all right? Now, on the 23rd, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, is going to enter Cancer. Now, this is an area that you already square, okay? So, home and family, you're going to have to put a lot of work into home and family, just to give you the truth on it. You could be feeling the weight of your responsibilities in home and family once Mars goes over into Cancer on the 23rd. You may even want to move, but are unable to move because of other obligations regarding family. There is assistance and opportunities aspecting from Uranus, so keep hope alive that you get those shocking surprises and opportunities. Well, you will, because Uranus is there. The individual scopes will reflect where this assistance and opportunities is coming from. And for you, Chiron is also aspecting from a square, ushering in healing. So it helps you feel a bit better about the situation, whatever situations are happening due to that square. This is your area, like I said, of home and family. So let's look to see where the challenges are first. Okay, now where it is you'll have to put in the extra effort to get out, to get the outcome that you want. It looks like some of your relationships, like I said, in home and family, will be causing you some strife. In addition to that, and actually it may be you causing the hurt to someone. So you want to be mindful of that. Either way, healing needs to be had, okay, in that area of home and family for you. And I didn't put it in the newsletter, but let me make sure I look at, okay, so we have Cancer directly squares your sign, and it directly squares Libra, okay? So Libra is about your relationships that you harbor. So the relationships that you harbor within home and family are gonna need some work, okay? Sorry, got to scoot over. That's what you're gonna need to be working on, okay? Aries, all right. All right, now that we've gone over Aries, let's go to Taurus, 12-12. Oh, Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. You need to look at the angel numbers and look up 12-12 and see what that means, because that's what popped up when I started to read off your horoscope. So pull up angel numbers on Google and look up 12-12 and see what that means for you, okay? Now, anyway, Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. On April the 19th, tomorrow, the sun and Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, enters Taurus at 0 degree. If you choose to argue or take up arms on this day, especially on the 19th, expect to get it back in spades. Communication can get rocky. Home and family, as well as career, and where you are where you could see communication snags, okay? Home and family and career. This could also point to, and they could be shocking, remember, because Uranus is in your sign, okay? So those could be shocking snags in communication that catch you off guard, like, what, really? These can be unexpected, like I said. Uranus is in your sign, which means these surprises are actually going to be coming for you, shocks and surprises for the next, until 2026, really. Uranus is in your sign. Now, the assistance and opportunities communicated your way may come in by way of friends that are within your networks of people, maybe even a sibling. It's about you moving toward a goal that you hope to accomplish, okay? Whether it, no matter which person is bringing that to you, whether it's someone within your networks of people, a sibling, or a friend, it's gonna be about a goal that you're trying to accomplish, okay? You could also be invited out by friends and siblings during this time. With Venus here as well, you'll be having a surprisingly good time. Now, you can also expect blessings in the sector of romance, creativity, and children, as well as long distance travel, education, skills, what you think and what you preach, okay? So not only will you pull people in your way that will benefit you in creative projects, but they will also benefit you in romance as well, and it will be surprising. These can be through people at a distance from you, or even a child could be taking a long distance, you or a child, or you and a child could be taking a long distance trip, okay? Now on the 20th, Vesta goes direct at 6 degrees Virgo. Vesta is about devotion, so you don't want to fall prey to exaggerated flattery. Also, be aware that someone could be causing problems in your relationships, love, or business just because they feel like they can. Okay, this is your sector that is favorable for you normally because it's romance, creativity, and children. Okay, so you should be able to kind of smooth things over. This transit is urging you to be loyal to your commitments in creative projects, as well as with your children or in love. But let's look at where the challenges to devotion may come into question first. Money issues could surface, whether it's you being cheated out of finances or you not being paid on time. These issues can crop up. Creative endeavors, children, or lovers' obligations can fall on you as far as financial support, them needing financial support from you. This could be something you were expecting to cough up money for. Now, because of your devotion to your skills and education, or even what you preach, your image is aspected with favor. Your first impressions is aspected with favor, okay? With this transit, under this transit. So you'll be okay. You'll smooth things over, even though there's a hater talking. Now, on April the 23rd, Mars moves into, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges. It moves into Cancer at 0 degree. You may find yourself feeling the weight of your responsibilities in home and family, okay? You may even want to move, but that you are unable to because of other obligations regarding home and family. There is assistance and opportunities aspecting from Uranus, so keep hope alive. And those will be shocking and surprising. The individual, I don't even need to read that part. Chiron is also aspecting from a square, ushering in healing. So it helps you to feel a bit better about your situation, okay? You are putting more energy into the area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people, definitely, with Mars here. It's possible that you could see misunderstandings in communication during travel, or even trouble getting assistance during travel snags, okay? Have to call this person and turn around and have to call that person, or go to pick somebody up because they need help because their car broke down and then they're not at the place that they told you they would be at or something. It could be anything like that, okay? Also, secrets and gossip at work is swirling. It could involve your health as well. Now, whether that's all the buzz, or if it's the fact that the gossip is stressing you out, compounding health issues, your health is aspected with a square nonetheless, okay? Shoot. It's time, it's definitely time to work on it, okay? Because you'll have those challenges there. There could also be a sibling revealing a secret to you, or simply revealing your secrets. Trouble gaining closure is aspected, is expected during this time. So it's possible, but you'll have to work hard to clear up these emotional hangups that you have or that you might be going through. Communication within creative projects can see mishaps or delays, but there is help available so that you can work through those. Conversations must be had. It's time to work through sensitive topics of conversation with a lover or a child with Mars in Cancer. Now, regardless, keep your cool, Taurus. You're working hard to garner those opportunities and assistance, but they're ripe for the picking. Now, Mars is working overtime to provide your sectors of friends, goals, and partnerships with favorable communication, okay? All right, Taurus, there we go. Now let's move along to Gemini, 1910. All right, Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. On April 19th, the sun and Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, is going to enter Taurus at 0 degree. If you choose to argue or take up arms on the 19th, expect to get it back in spades. I mean, during that season period, but especially on the 19th. Communication as well as the focus is on secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. But let's look at what could be causing blockages in communication, whether it be gossip, secrets, unattainable closure, or even closure that comes in as a disappointment. Okay? This is what we're going to be talking about. really quick. Your sectors of communication, siblings, your networks of people, short distance travel, long distance travel, how you think and what you preach are challenge areas. You could get challenging news regarding travel or a vehicle, or challenging news during travel. Okay, so remember, no rush driving. Okay, make sure you check up on your vehicle maintenance and you have all of that up. If you're traveling, make sure you check your travel arrangements beforehand and things like that. Okay, because that's aspecting. People could be gossiping about you near and far, which means within your network of friends as well as on the internet. That's just how it is. I don't know what's up with this month or this week, but we got a lot of hating going on this week, especially with, I mean, even Aries, like Taurus. I talked to Taurus about it. You, Leo, Scorpio, it's some haters out here, and they are just, I don't know what it is, but people, you know, are really, I don't know if they're mad at the favor that people are getting. Most of it is that mad at the favor that other people are garnering, but it's just really ridiculous, and it's sad, really. Now, while there are those gossiping about you, there are others saying good things about you, okay? And that's in home and family, okay? You can also see or get good communication as to your shared finances regarding projects and things you're passionate about, okay? Those are looking good. This can usher in endings that forge new beginnings for you, Gemini. Now, opportunities and assistance communicated to you through friends and high hopes, as well as personal finances, comes in. So the opportunity to make extra cash is here, and it involves a goal that you've been trying to accomplish, okay? Maybe even assistance from someone you've been trying to pull in, okay? That comes about during Taurus season. I believe that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Taurus season, with the sun in Taurus and with Mercury in Taurus. And even with Venus in Taurus, you might have been getting this already. Okay. Now, on April the 20th, Vesta goes direct at 6 degrees Virgo. Vesta is about devotion. Don't fall prey to exaggerated flattery. Also, beware of someone causing problems in your relationship, in your love, or in your business just because they feel like they can. This is your area of home and family. So let's look at what could be testing your devotion there. Now, you look like the culprit here. Some of your relationships in home and family can get shaky once the 20th comes in. Have you done something to dishonor someone's trust? It looks like you may be criticized by loved ones. Relationships you harbor who influence you with lower vibrations may be apparent to home and family, and they do not like it at all. It's time to rethink some things, okay? What's important to you. Shared finances and your passions are aspected with blessings during this transit, okay? Now on the 23rd, Mars moves into Cancer. Your area, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, moves into Cancer. You could be feeling the weight of home and family, okay? The weight of your responsibilities in home and family as well. You may even want to move but are unable to because of other obligations regarding home and family. There is the assistance and opportunities aspecting from Uranus, okay? So keep hope alive. Those are in secret, sacrifice, and solitude. So there will be those that are not privy to everybody else. They'll come in secretly, okay? And they could also assist you in providing closure in a matter. Now, Chiron is aspecting from a square, ushering in healing, so it helps you feel a bit better about the situation that you have going on in personal finances, because Mars is affecting your area of personal finances here, okay? Let's see where the friction is, even though we've already kind of talked about it. Friends, goals, as well as home and family are your areas that are affecting your personal income and your personal resources. Okay, now this could be home and family or people you see as home and family as well. Okay, you know how sometimes we call people sis and bro and you know all that stuff. Now, maybe your goals with your friends are clashing with your goals that you have going on in home and family. Okay, so you're walking a tightrope, okay, of some sorts you might feel. If you don't have enough money to hang out with friends or are being nitpicked by a loved one about how you choose to deal with finances, it's time to pause the spending and do some deep reflection. Okay, Gemini? Weigh your options. What needs to stay? What needs to go? Romance, creativity, and children may be an area you can't do all that you want to do because of finances. Work and career is a great area for you to make some extra cash. So make that extra money at work, then you can go ahead and do the things that you want to do, okay? Don't hesitate to make yourself available to be of assistance to others. It definitely pays, okay? Unexpected assistance will roll in to you anyway with Mars in that area of Cancer that will help you to gain some money, okay? All right. Now, Cancer, 2551. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. On April 19th, the Sun and Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, is going to enter Taurus at 0 degree. If you choose or argue to take up arms, especially on that day, on the 19th, expect to get it back in spades. Communication can get rocky, and this is your area of friends and high hopes that is seeing all of this communication and exposure. Expect shocks and surprises in communication. Let's look at where the snags are first. Shocking communication could come in as to your shared finances, things you're passionate about, endings, and new beginnings. Thank God that Venus is here. Although you have challenges, it may be because you or another are spending too much of your shared finances. Okay, slow down on the spending, please. Things you are really passionate about can cost you this go round. Okay, so temper your impulses because personal finances is aspected here as well. Okay, so the pockets are being drained on both ends. You'll be paying out money during this season, and because of this, goals with friends can see delays. I'm sorry. Now, favorable communication that can catch you by surprise that deal with friends and high hopes surfaces in communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people, as well as the relationships you harbor within them, okay? Now, your relationships with those around you will show you favor. Thank God. You may even be forging new relationships with someone nearby. Goals can be accomplished when you network with new people. Cancer. Opportunities and assistance that can come in as a surprise can be found this season as it pertains to your friends and goals. Let's see where or how you can find them. Your boon this time is going to be long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and what you preach. So speak your truth this season, Cancer. Let people know the skills that you harbor, because that's going to grant you opportunities and assistance from friends, even those who are at a distance from you. Now, on the 20th, Vesta is at 6 degrees Virgo, and Vesta is about devotion, your devotion to things. Don't fall prey to exaggerated flattery. Also, be aware that someone could be causing problems in your relationship, in your relationships, love, or business, just because they feel like they can, okay? Now, for you, Cancer, this is the area of communication, siblings, your networks of people, as well as short distance travel. So that's the area that people will be causing problems in. What could be challenging your devotion in that area? That's what you want to ask yourself, so you know where that's coming from. It looks like the areas of secret sacrifice and solitude, as well as closure. And even work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So right there, that tells you that communication, siblings, and your networks of people is squaring those areas that I just talked about. So that means gossip, secrets going around about you, you having to make a sacrifice. You may be even having to put yourself in solitude to take some time to think. It also could, because it deals with work, health, and daily habits and where you are of service to others, they could be gossiping about you taking off work, or you might have to surprisingly take off work because of health or your daily routines. and you might have to sit in solitude. And that causes some gossip and secrets to go around. But don't let it get the best of you. As opposed to being dedicated to your job, you could feel as if you need a break. Okay? You could also break from a health routine that you promised to uphold. Okay? So your daily habits are not working in your best interest, is what this looks like to me, Cancer. If you're letting your commitments, wait, I'm not doing Cancer. I'm doing, is this Cancer? Yeah, this is Cancer. If you are letting your commitments fall to the wayside, ask yourself why. Is it something more important that you need to be focused on? Is it time to devote yourself to different things? Don't jeopardize your job, but take time to think if need be. It might be a time for a break, but be aware that you'll be criticized by those around you and the people at work. Now on the 23rd, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, enters your sign. You could be feeling the weight of your restrictions in home and family during that time. You may even want to move but are unable to because of other obligations regarding family. There is assistance and opportunities aspecting from Uranus, so keep hope alive. The individual horoscopes will, never mind, I don't need to read that part because I'm reading it to you now. Chiron is also aspecting from a square, ushering in healing so that it helps you to feel a bit better about your situation. This is about your image, your identity, your first impressions, okay? Let's look at where you could be putting extra effort in to make yourself look good. Home and family, as well as career and mastery, is where you'll need the work, okay? You could really be rubbing some people the wrong way in these areas. If you work on these issues, you could see blessings in romance, creative endeavors, and with your children. Okay, so work on communication, Cancer. That's very, very important for you. Now let's move along to Leo. 3207. Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Leo, now on the 19th, the sun and Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, is going to enter Taurus, your career sector, at 0 degree. If you choose to fight, argue, or take up arms, especially on that day, expect to get it back in spades. This controversy will be visible to others, mind you. Communication can get rocky this go-round. Shocking communication could come your way that has to do with career, okay? But remember, you still have Venus there, so you'll be okay. People love you. Now, the friction is coming from some relationships you have in career, and these could catch you by surprise. Don't let anyone rattle you, Leo, okay? Maintain your stance and keep your crown on graciously. Communication as it pertains to your personal finances looks good, and so does work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. You got it going on there. This means favorable communication is coming your way about money or resources where you've put in work. Good communication could come in as to your health as well. Hush-hush projects could be offered to you now. These opportunities can grow your shared finances between you and another. Take this opportunity to work on something that you are passionate about. You could also be getting assistance with loans. Endings are taking place and new beginnings are forging. On April 20th, Vesta goes direct at 6 degrees Virgo. Okay, this is about devotion on the 20th. So don't fall prey to exaggerated flattery. Also be aware that someone could be causing problems in your relationships, your love, or your business just because they feel like they can. Okay, now for you, this is the area of personal finances and resources. The only thing challenging your devotion to personal finances and resources is friends and high hopes, as well as romance, creativity, and children. You may not be able to keep all the promises that you've pledged to yourself because of finances. You may not be able to keep all of these promises, because of finances. It may cost you too much to do everything that you want to do. Some people may be let down like a lover or a child. You may also have spent too much money in these areas and are now unable to accomplish all of your financial goals. Mind your spending, Leo, okay? Now, on the 23rd, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, is going to enter your area of secret sacrifice and solitude. Okay, let me tell you something, Leo. First, some people may never understand, just like Scorpio, some people may never understand why you do the things that you do. And that's okay. They don't have to understand why you do the things you do. Okay? Continue to do what you do because that works for you. Okay? This is your life. Everybody doesn't have to know all of your business and why you're doing what you're doing when you're doing it. I have those same issues because much of the time I do what I do according to the astrology. I am an astrologer. I am a tarot card reader. So I know what I'm doing. So when I can't do something or when I choose to do something, I do it because that's in the best interest for me and all considered. Okay? You know, I follow these transits religiously and I make my decisions according to them. Just like you may make your decisions according to what you make your decisions according to. So everybody's not going to understand that, and that's okay. You know, let them feel the way they feel. You may want to move, but are unable to because of family obligations. There is assistance and opportunities aspecting from Uranus, though, so keep hope alive, okay? The individual scopes will reflect where this assistance and opportunities are coming from, which I'm going to read to you now. So I didn't really need to say that. Chiron is aspecting with a square, ushering in healing so that it helps you to feel a little better about that situation where you have that square. This is about your sectors of secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. You may be facing challenges finding the closure you need in some areas, and also you may find yourself in the midst of a lot of gossip. Some people could even be shunning you. Sacrifices may have to be made because of a journey you plan to make or a project you plan to take on. Trouble with a vehicle could surface, so maintain your cars and no rush driving, Leo. Especially, I was listening to another astrologer, Menopon. He's not an astrologer, I'm sorry, he's a tarot card reader. And he said something about, because I listen to the Leo horoscope because I'm Leo in career and I'm also Leo rising. That's my rising sign, is how I'm seen to people. No rush driving because you don't want to get into an accident. And because you have that trouble and travel aspecting here, pay attention to when you're driving. Don't get distracted on the road, please. Okay? Friction also with a sibling or with those within your networks of people could also be issues, and even during short distance travel. So say for instance, you know, this might not be your situation, but because siblings is aspected here. Say for instance, a sibling calls you, oh my God, my car broke down. Can you come and pick me up? And you rush to pick them up and get into a damn accident because you're rushing to pick them up, trying to look at the phone and find the address that they're at. Be careful. Or you get to the address where they're at and you don't see them out there. It's just snags like that. So you want to watch out for that, okay? Things that are said in privacy also could come to the surface now. So if you've been gossiping about people or you've said something about someone and somebody took it the wrong way or something like that, they could be off and running with it, okay? So you got to watch out for that. Challenges with some hush-hush projects can be worked through because of education and skills, as well as what you think and what you preach. You normally try in that area, so it does bring you favor, okay? So you can smooth things over there. Regardless of whether people are talking crap, your skills are up to par. Your education is up to par, and you know what you're doing when you do something, Leo. So you don't have to worry about that. Plus, Chiron is there noting healing. So it's healing things for you. You can work things out. Working on hush-hush projects can build your shared finances within home and family as well. Okay? All right. Now, let's move along to Virgo. 3930. Okay, Virgo. On April the 19th, the Sun and Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, is going to enter Taurus at 0 degree. It's an area you trine, so that's going to be wonderful for you. Because actually, Venus is there right now as well. So that's double favor. And we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. But first, let's get into, what we have to look out for. Now, if you choose to take up arms or argue, especially on the 19th, expect to get it back in spades because communication can get rocky. Okay? But like I said, Venus is there to help things smooth over. Remember, the presence of Uranus can cause some shocks and surprises. Now, the friction as far as communication and skills as it pertains to long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and what you preach is what we're going to talk about first. Now, don't worry because you trying that area so things can be smoothed over. If it's secrets or gossip at work, don't mind the haters. You will be fine, okay? Don't let it bother you. Your health is aspected here, okay? So practice healthy daily routines. Communication could come in for you that clarifies things and lets you know what you need to do about your health, okay? Romance, creativity, and children looks good. Favorable communication is aspected here. So love looks good. Creative projects look good. Even your children are experiencing favorable communication as far as their skills. That's wonderful for you, Virgo. Opportunities and assistance communicated your way comes through friends at a distance from you. Your relationships cultivated are working in your favor. Your goals are the conversation, and as long as you continue to showcase your skills, it will garner you assistance during Taurus season. Wonderful, wonderful, Virgo. So the only thing you have to really worry about is people talking crap, gossip, but you'll be okay. Now on the 20th, Vesta goes direct at 6 degrees Virgo. Vesta is about your devotion. Don't fall prey to exaggerated flattery. Also, be aware that someone could be causing problems in your relationship, in your love, in your business, just because they feel like they can, okay? They might have a certain disdain for you for some reason. Now, for you, you'll be looking at the areas of self because this is in your sign. Devotion to home and career could be draining you. Take time to regenerate yourself, okay? Then come back refreshed and ready to dedicate yourself to what really matters. This is not only about you. It's all on you, actually, with Vesta there. Now, on the 23rd, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, it enters Cancer at 0 degree. You could be feeling the weight of your responsibilities in home and family. You may even want to move but are unable to move because of obligations regarding family. There is assistance and opportunities aspecting from Uranus, so keep hope alive. Surprising assistance. The end of Chiron is also aspecting from a square, ushering in healing so that it helps you to feel a bit better about the situation. When Mars moves into your sector of friends and goals, you'll face challenges to your finances. How important are your passions to you? You may face some challenging endings with friends that are draining your resources at this time. Communicate your needs and have faith that all will pan out for the best. All you can do is be honest. There is someone at a distance from you who is there to lend a hand. It will require you to utilize your skills and your education or express what you're all about, okay? The favor will come in because of that. All right, Virgo? All right, that's it for Virgo. Now, since I'm doing the other half of the zodiac in a separate video, I bid you adieu by saying abundant blessings to you, kings and queens. Let's navigate the week with confidence and compassion. Bye now. Oh, and don't forget to meet me on Clubhouse on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I will be doing free readings for astrology and tarot. All right. Bye, guys.